Good morning, guys. It's July 17th. I am just below Independence Pass, just out of Aspen, Colorado. I'm going along the headwaters of the Roaring Fork River here as I make my way over to the Aught Six Ranch. July 17th is about 30 days after the last time I was over at the Aught Six Ranch. I went over there and refreshed a bunch of batteries, checked a bunch of cards that had been running since fall, and tried to just get everything all spruced up and ready to roll for the summer. Had a lot of trail camera pictures, a lot of velvet. There's a deer crossing the road here. Watch out, buddy. Little spike deer. A lot of velvet photos. But none of the bucks or the bulls were very distinguishable because the deer were just kind of created, having main beams, and the elk seemed like they were mostly just out to their third points. So, being the 17th of July, I'm headed over to check those trail cameras, put some new trail cameras up. Should be interesting to see the growth over the last 30 days. A bunch of bulls I'm hoping will be fully distinguishable, and there's a bunch of characters that regulars that we call them at the ranch that'll be fun to kind of look at, see where they are compared to last year and the year before, and see what we have this year as far as antler growth. It's going to be real interesting to see if our antler growth this year at the Aught Six Ranch is considerably better than last year. Last year we had very little winter, very little, snowfall. We had, just a very, very dry year, but we surprisingly had some pretty good antlers, especially on a handful of our, say, top 10 bulls. So the interesting fact will be, well, let me back up. One thought process is the fact that they didn't have to suffer much through winter. They didn't have to paw through snow. Meant that their bodies were probably not in too bad of condition. They had enough feed to, give good nutrients to their bodies, and, they grew pretty good antlers. That's one thought. It's going to be real interesting to see if on a year like this, where we had a great winter, a lot more green up in the spring, and they might have started growing a little later potentially, but will that translate to bigger antler size? So it'll just be interesting to see how it shakes out. I'm excited to get over here. I've got a little over 100 cameras to check and get the batteries all freshened up, just make sure everything's firing on all cylinders, because when I leave here, then we'll have about a month and a half until kind of that September 1st range, and most of my bet is that most of the bigger mature bulls are fully grown on the ranch, are close to fully grown. They probably won't do a whole lot of, as far as putting on size, over the next, say, 2 weeks. And a lot of those bigger bulls will be rubbed by, August 1st to that first week in August time frame. So, should be fun to see what kind of bear. We got a lot of bears, so it's always great getting the bear photos, bear videos, a handful of lions here and there that we get coming and going on the ranch, so it's always fun to see them on the trail cameras as well. So I'm going to keep you posted. It's almost 7 o'clock a.m. here on the 17th, and I'm just making my way up Independence Pass. Independence Pass is basically the pass between Aspen, Colorado, and I guess the next nearest town would be Buena Vista. but it's a pretty narrow road. Looks like it rained overnight here on the road here. It's wet, damp, and I've been over in the Swiss Alps. I've been in the German Alps. I've been kind of in Austria and all over that. This is one of the areas in the U.S. that I've been to that's real similar to that, in that you've got, some pretty thick, dark timber, evergreen type looking, trees, big pine trees, blue spruce type, fir trees and such. And then you've got the big open, rocky, jagged mountains, and it's just a beautiful place. If you ever get a chance, definitely make a drive over Independence Pass. A lot of waterfalls, and just a real beautiful. Right now, it's super green. A lot of wildflowers. I've been doing a lot of hiking in the high country here in Colorado, and there's just an abundance of wildflowers this year. So, all right, I'll check in with you and let you know how it's going at the ranch, and we'll keep plowing away here. Well, guys, on my way back from the Aught Six Ranch, did about a 24-hour turnaround and checked pretty much every camera at the ranch, changed batteries, SD cards. Some of them I had done about a month ago, but was able to basically cover the entire ranch and just go, checking trail cameras. And the biggest thing that I take away from the trip is it seems like our bulls are probably 10 days to 2 weeks behind what, say, normally our Arizona bulls would be. A lot of our mature bulls, are not quite finished out. I would say they've probably got another 10 days of growing. One thing that also struck me is that that 10 days of growing is some of the fastest growing. That some of these bulls are the next time I see them, are gonna be quite a bit bigger just in 10 days to 2 weeks of growth. So pretty neat. Had quite a few bears on camera. Didn't have any lions, new lions on camera. I had some last fall of cameras that had been running since last fall, and a few turkeys, some bucks, a lot of does, and saw some baby calves and fawns. And the ranch down low looked pretty dry, a lot drier than I was expecting. The monsoon rains have not really fired up, although they're starting to forecast that the monsoons kind of in the Arizona, northern Mexico, Arizona, everything, those monsoon rains come from that area. It looks like it's going to start firing up. So, we're the 18th of July, probably 2 weeks late. Normally about July 4th we get pretty consistent rains. So now as I went, so let me back up. The ranch goes from about 7,500 feet up to just over 10,000 feet. And the higher I got up, the better and taller the grass was. There's portions of the ranch where the feed looks really, really good, really good. And then there's portions that are drier and what have you. So over the next couple weeks, we get some good rain showers. It'll freshen the country up a little bit. It won't really do much for the elk antlers, but it'll just make the country look a little greener and just a little fresher. So had a good trip. I'm on my way driving back. I just passed the Arkansas River down there kind of by Salida. and then all the way up the Arkansas River Canyon, up through Buena Vista. And it's amazing how much that river has dropped and is starting to get clear. And then the higher I got in elevation towards Twin Lakes on my way here to Independence Pass, just crystal clear water. And so most of the snow, it's really in the last 10 days has really melted off a lot. And so with that being said, I think the Roaring Fork, I think the Eagle, some of the rivers that I fish around kind of my home valley there in the Roaring Fork Valley, any day now. Actually, I'm anxious to see the Roaring Fork here today, but it should start getting really good over the next couple of weeks. And so it'll be interesting to see how that fishes. This is about as late as I can remember as, getting real aggressive with my floating. Usually, this is middle of the season, and the reality is in the Roaring Fork Valley and the Eagle River Valley, we really haven't started floating yet. So going to be doing some more hiking, and probably make another run over and check trail cameras here in a couple weeks over at the Aught Six Ranch, and just looking forward to the season over there. So that's kind of the update. I appreciate you guys following along. You can also follow on my Instagram. There'll be a lot of videos and photos that I post up of my trip over to the Aught Six. Not only trail cameras, but kind of showing some of the areas and some of the spots, and some scenic shots and what have you. So you'll get a sense of how the ranch looks. And guys, we're literally about 45 days, a little less than 45 days, I guess, from elk season kicking off. And especially in Colorado, the guys in Arizona have to wait almost 60 days. But Arizona, the antler growth, from what everybody's telling me, is phenomenal. And I'm expecting some fantastic bulls to be harvested, and bucks for that matter, across the west, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico. I'm expecting some really beautiful animals, big antlers, big bulls, big bucks to be harvested. So also some good stuff. We've got some great sheep tags coming up in Arizona. The draw just came out, and it was nice to get those results, and a few clients that have phenomenal tags. And then my hunting partner Dar, one of his boys are going to probably have a chance to shoot a sheep. Dar's been doing some scouting, and it's been 110, 112 degrees, 115 degrees. He's been sending me videos and with near heat stroke. But he'll get her figured out, and he's putting some trail cams up, doing some glassing, and looking forward to sheep season in Arizona. So, guys, as always, thanks for following along. You can follow on my Instagram account at jscottoutdoors. You can send me an email, jscottoutdoors@gmail.com. And thanks to the sponsors, thanks to Go Hunt. Remind you that the 30-day free trial, go to gohunt.com/jscott. You can be an insider member for 30 days, have full access to the website, all the draw odds, all the statistics, everything on there. You can check out all the strategy articles for free. Go to gohunt.com/jscott. Also, don't forget the July drawing, the Go Hunt Gear Shop. All you got to do is purchase online, gohunt.com Gear Shop, and use the JScott19 promo code, or call Cody Nelson the optics manager there. If you have any optical needs at all, binos, spotting scopes, tripods, rifle scopes, you name it, 702-847-8747, extension 2. They're doing $1,000 Go Hunt Gear Shop gift card. You spend $12, you get 12 entries. You spend $2,500, you get 2,500 entries. Ed Foster was a lucky recipient in the month of June. I had called him a couple days ago and told him that he had won the $1,000 gift certificate, and he was super stoked. So also thanks to Kuiu Ultralight Hunting. If you need more information about them, go to kuiu.com. You can also send me a direct message if you have any questions about particular gear that you are interested in. Also, phonescope.com. Use the JScott19 promo code. You're going to get a 10% discount. And onxmaps.com. Go to onxmaps.com. Use the JScott19 promo code. You get a 20% discount there. So scouting's just going well for a lot of people. They're sending me photos and stuff, and it's an exciting time of year. So thanks, guys. Take care.